So today's video is going to be about Pooh Shiesty because there's another character involved in this situation. It's not just Shock G and Pooh Shiesty. So before I get into that, I just want to explain to you guys that I have 3 other videos on Pooh Shiesty if you guys haven't seen them. So Shock G is the base character in this situation and he plays the role of Pooh Shiesty. And this is the first video I made right here. And then a couple days later I made another video about it because Pooh Shiesty admitted that he's Shock G in a tweet and on Facebook. So make sure you guys go check these videos out. There's a lot more information in these videos that I'm not going to mention in this video. And then, as you guys know, Shock G faked his death, so I made a video about that. So I have a whole playlist with all 3 of these videos if you guys want to check it out. The link is in the description and it's also going to pop up at the end of the video. So this is the tweet where Pooh Shiesty admitted he's Shock G. He said, "Me and Tupac popping big shit last night." And he posted a picture of Shock G and Tupac. So he's not even making a joke, this is just straight up admitting that he's Shock G. And then he also posted this on Facebook. And right here it says Instagram photos, so I'm assuming he posted it on Instagram too that day. But it's not on his Instagram no more, so I assume he deleted it. Alright, so now I just want to show you guys the dates so that everybody can see that I basically exposed Shock G so much that they had to fake his death. Because Pooh Shiesty is a big character on the world stage right now. So they had to do damage control by faking Shock G's death. Because my video was getting so many views. So as you guys can see, this is the first video I made about it. It got 61,000 views and I dropped it on March 9. And then the second one I made, where he admitted it, I dropped it on March 11. And then Shock G faked his death 1 month after I made the video. So I feel like not enough people are giving me credit for this because I exposed him so much to the point where they had to fake his death just to do damage control. I don't think we've ever seen that in any of these scenarios because this one was just so obvious that they just had to do something. So many people were waking up from my video that they just had to do damage control. And the only way they could stop people from waking up was by faking his death. Because now people think Shock G is dead, so that was the best way they could do damage control. And then 1 month after Shock G fakes his death, Pooh Shiesty gets arrested. So do you guys think that's a coincidence? I expose him so much to the point where they fake Shock G's death and then they arrest Pooh Shiesty. And these arrests are fake, they're not actually in jail. And some more damage control that I want to point out is that in my videos, I'm saying that Shock G and Pooh Shiesty are the same person. And of course, all these big media sites, they have to do damage control. So what they did was they made a whole blog about it on Jordan Thriller. And this is the same website that did a blog on Tupac being a Kill MC. And they also did a little bit of damage control with that too. But anyways, this one says, "Is Pooh Shiesty Shock G's son? A conspiracy theory that Shock G is Pooh Shiesty's father catches steam." So I never said that Pooh Shiesty is Shock G's son. I specifically said that Shock G is playing the role of Pooh Shiesty. And they dropped this article on May 1st. So they dropped it a week after Shock G died because I don't know if you guys remember, but when Shock G faked his death, my video made a huge impact. Everybody went running to my video and saying, "Bro, you were right. Shock G faked his death," and everybody was waking up. So the only way they could do damage control at this point was by saying that Shock G is Pooh Shiesty's father, which is not true because Pooh Shiesty has another fake father on the world stage. And that guy's also involved in the music industry. But anyways, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys are wondering, well, if Shock G faked his death and Pooh Shiesty is arrested, then where is Shock G? And the third character is Smokepurpp. So since Shock G is not playing the role of Shock G or Pooh Shiesty anymore, right now he's just focusing on his Smokepurpp character. The only character that he's playing right now is Smokepurpp. And coincidentally, Smokepurpp is about to drop an album and a song with Lil Pump. So the timeline adds up, you know what I mean? As soon as Pooh Shiesty gets locked up, Smokepurpp starts working on his album. But yeah, as you guys can see, they're both doing the same type of pose with their chain right here. That's what gave it away to me the most because when I saw this picture, it reminded me of this picture of Pooh Shiesty. They have the same exact nose. And their eyes are the same. They have the same side profile right here. And it's crazy because Smokepurpp also looks like Shock G too. So Shock G is the base character, and he plays the role of Smokepurpp and Pooh Shiesty. And also, this is random, but I don't know why this guy is staring at him in the back. I don't know why. It just looks so weird. And yeah, this is a good picture right here because he looks exactly like Pooh Shiesty right here. So let me know what you guys think about this. The truth is always in plain sight with these, and there's so many connections with this. But before I get into that, I just want to show some more comparisons. And keep in mind that Shock G puts on makeup and prosthetics to look older. I have a video on my channel where I show how they use makeup and prosthetics to look older. And they also did it in Jackass. I don't know if you guys remember, but they dressed up as a bad grandpa and they were doing pranks and stuff like that. So that's what they do with these base characters, is that they put makeup and prosthetics to make them look older. That way it throws you off from these younger characters. But I'm gonna put a link to my video that I made where they show how they do that at the end of this video. But anyways, another thing I wanted to show was that Pooh Shiesty has the same exact smile as Shock G. You know, I feel like they could never hide the smile, because no matter what disguise you put on, you're always gonna have the same smile. You know, they have the same side profile right here when they smile. And Smokepurpp is not a real person, you know, his face is so fake. His eyes look like they're sinking in the back of his face. And he looks so much like Pooh Shiesty, it's crazy. And their music is very similar. And my video was going so viral that so many people started making their own comparisons. So I found this comparison on Twitter. And now another connection with this is that Shock G was in a rap group with Tupac called Digital Underground. And Pooh Shiesty is in a group with Gucci Mane, and it's called the Hood Avengers or something like that. And he's signed to Gucci, right? So isn't it funny that Smokepurpp was with Gucci a lot at one point in time? And they even created a rap group called Gucci Gang. I don't know if you guys remember that. But Gucci Mane, Smokepurpp, and Lil Pump were all in a rap group. And this is the video where they created the Hood Avengers, and Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane are in this group. So all of them have been a part of a rap group, and it's funny that Smokepurpp and Pooh Shiesty made a group with Gucci Mane. And this is an old picture of Smokepurpp, and I just wanted to show this because he looks so much like Pooh Shiesty right here. And if you guys watched the first video I made about this, I showed this picture because Before They Were Famous made a video on Pooh Shiesty, and they actually put Shock G in the cover right here. You know, this is a picture of Shock G, so they're basically admitting that he's Shock G. And so many people were commenting that they put Shock G in the cover instead of Pooh Shiesty. So they ended up changing the thumbnail. But if you go to their Facebook, you can still find this thumbnail. And also, Shock G had his own character called Humpty Hump that a lot of people don't know about. And he actually put on a fake nose to change his voice. And then here's a couple tweets that I found. Montana300 actually noticed that they look alike, and he said, "Hey, Pooh Shiesty, you look a lot like Shock G when he was younger." And then this guy said, "Pooh Shiesty is really just a name brand version of Smokepurpp." And then this guy said, "Pooh Shiesty looks like Smokepurpp." And then there's this video of Smokepurpp on his Instagram right now that caught my attention because he looks so much like Pooh Shiesty.
Bitch, I'm in your city. They all hold a hundred on this bitch up with some city. Hey there, Delilah, I'm like 10 blocks down. Heard he kept that back, then my niggas gun him down. Huh? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. With the blicky, gang you looking with me. Nigga test me, I'ma let off 50. Smoke him like some Zaza, he don't want no problem. Pull up to his doorstep with that drama. Came in on my bullshit, in this bitch I'm fully. Chopper on me, it came with a cookie. My hoes they borrow, I'm fucking a new model. I'ma paint her face like I'm Picasso.
The biggest brr, nigga, you see Icebot got me right. Look, championship way. See that fire come out there, Drake, big shots to mine, top of gang, NT, rose gold and white. They showed up, gave it.
And he been gave me the money a long time ago.
Racks, drop them racks every time. Don't pull up without it. The biggest brr.
Most definitely, man.
The biggest.
So in both of those videos, they were both wearing a backwards hat and a ski mask. Pooh Shiesty made it popular to wear a ski mask, and he even dropped his own ski mask called the snake mask. And the funny thing about this is that Smokepurpp blew up off his song called Ski Mask, and the whole song is about wearing a ski mask and robbing a house. So that's another connection right there. And what are the chances that they're both wearing a ski mask with their hat backwards? You know, they're putting the truth in plain sight. And now let's get to the gematria, because Smokepurpp and Pooh Shiesty have the same numerology. So Pooh Shiesty is 6633, as you guys can see at the bottom, and Smokepurpp is 6633. And then they both equal 48 in the same cipher. And then Pooh Shiesty equals 138, and death equals 38. So I mentioned that in one of my videos that someone around him might end up dying, and Shock ended up dying. So a lot of people were telling me that I basically predicted his death. But I still think another person is going to fake their death, and I feel like it's going to be Pooh Shiesty, but I don't know, it might be Smokepurpp. And something weird that I noticed is I was typing in when did Pooh on Google, and the first thing that popped up was when did Pooh Shiesty die. So I feel like this is predictive programming that they might fake his death. And then Shiesty and Masonry have the same exact numbers, which is not a surprise because Shock G was always throwing up this symbolism.
Shiesty G post RP and Breezy in the dirt.
And then in Pooh Shiesty's song Back in Blood, he said Shiesty G post RIP. That's the reason he in the dirt. So he's referring to Shock G, you know, he put Shiesty and Shock G together. And then he put RIP. So in a way, he kind of basically did predictive programming that Shock G was going to fake his death.
It's doing shit just like the 80s. Want some back, get it in blue.
And then right here, he said, extorting shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. And keep in mind that he mentioned the 80s, right? Because the rapper Shock G, also known as Humpty Hump, he was a part of the 1980s hip-hop group Digital Underground. And then the last lyric I want to point out is that Pooh Shiesty has a song called Beatbox with Spot 'em Got 'em. And this is the chorus right here. And he said, thuggin' in my Reeboks, riding with a G-Shock. So if you flip G-Shock around, you get Shock G. And G-Shock is a watch, you know, that people used to wear back in the day. It could just be a coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidences. Let me know what you guys think about that. I thought it was very interesting that they would use that type of watch in this verse. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Here's another comparison that people were sharing on Twitter. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications because people keep on commenting that YouTube is unsubbing them from my channel. And it's very annoying because I know that they don't want me to reach a big platform. So that's why there's so many other YouTubers doing damage control nowadays. But that's a whole other topic for another video. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video exposing all the YouTubers that are doing damage control. Because YouTube promotes a lot of other quote-unquote conspiracy theory channels with my videos. And it's kind of like a way of doing damage control. That way people can see that instead of my videos where I'm exposing them for playing roles. Because none of these other YouTubers are talking about celebrities playing roles, you know, they're all talking about sacrifices or cloning and stuff like that. So that's a whole nother discussion for another video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.